My name is Moriasi Omambia, General Counsel and Head of Business Affairs for the Soul Group of companies, which encompasses Sauti Soul Entertainment, Soul Generation Records, Soul Fest, Soul Generation Music, publishing and distribution. And also there's some businesses that we've invested in, one of them being Hustle Sasa and Shahara. Unexpected for me because I always play in the background. I've always been in the background. I've been with we call them the guys or the boys. I've been with the team from the year 2009. So that's how many years? 14 years. And you know, the main reason for that is because they're the visionaries. I'm just an executor. I help them with understanding what the music business is. When they have big ideas, what I do is help structure those big ideas alongside them. And you know, as in our profession as being lawyers, you're always taught to play in the background unless you're like a litigator who has to like do interviews and such. But when you're in-house counsel, you always play in the background. The more you are unknown, I think the better it is for you to be able to negotiate things and have conversations with people, right? And in this business, you let the stars be the stars. I wouldn't say it's about me. I'd say it's about the team. Because, you know, there's no I in team, right? And we've always worked as a team. So the one thing that stands out is the commitment to do well. That's the one thing that's always stood out. Yeah. So the commitment, number one, to be different and do well. Number two. And now it's a bit different. So it starts with catching up with the different teams, the team leaders from the different teams. So with the publishing business, there's Crispin who heads that up. With the Soul Generation, there is William, who's the MD of that.
William Nanjero.
Yeah, William Nanjero.
The publishing is
Crispin. It's called Crispin Obala.
Okay.
With Soul Fest, we have our team of Zahida Suleiman and Kavutha Asiyo, Wanzia, who head Soul Fest up, so there's always catch-ups with teams. Hustle, there's Peng Cheng, who's the CEO founder, so that's how the day usually starts, like what's happening, any updates on things that we are supposed to do together. Then from there, it just really moves to meetings. You meet either the individual members, the guys themselves, or you're having meetings with brands, or you're having meetings with potential partners, and that usually goes until 3. Then after that, it's really focus time. Any work that I needed to do, that I need to respond to, any contracts that need to be read, decided, and then by around 5, I meet up with our legal team of Emi Osoro and Sally Chui, 2 brilliant young ladies who we got from Strathmore through our internship partnership with Strathmore University, and just catch up with them on any contracting, because they deal primarily with, so Sally does Soul Generation, the legal side of Soul Generation, and Amy does the legal side of the Soul Group. Any agreements that they've reviewed, they need my comments as well, catch up with those, and then, you know, the day ends. Usually with updates to the guys on our WhatsApp groups. It's through this business, and that major contribution is allowing the guys to consistently think about, number one, writing soundtracks to people's lives, giving them that opportunity, that they're not always thinking about the business, but they're also focusing on their creativity. That's number one. And number two is contributing to, I won't say the larger society, but to the creative economy, some standardization when it comes to contracting, the rights, intellectual property rights of artists, and I see the last thing is, on the business end, putting value to art, right? There wasn't much value when we started, but when we started standardizing certain things and putting in place certain, legal requirements when it comes to dealing with art and artists, that's been a good contribution.